My life did change when I met that old man. Bill Whiskey, Jabaljari.
Jangan en me tukor pa jangan ngolo janno. Jangan ejura kolakor.
Bill Whiskey, Jabaljari, a Ngangkari, one of the most powerful healers in Central Australia. Aboriginals walk hundreds of kilometres to be healed by that old man. Out here, Bill Whiskey is recognised as a king. He's never seen a city, never seen the ocean. Bill Whiskey was born in a shallow hole scooped out of the red dirt. His childhood was spent around Uluru, naked, living the traditional Aboriginal way. He saw a white fella for the very first time when he was in his late teens. Terrified, he hid in the hills from the white devils. That old man opened my eyes and my heart to a new world, a completely new dimension to life. I got a phone call out of the blue from a lady up here in the Territory who got my contact through a friend of a friend and asked if I wanted to come out here and work on a documentary with her. And I just knew straight away that this is the chance of a lifetime, and so just changed my plans and here I am. So Sydney to London, and I've ended up in the middle of the Territory. One of my mates said to me the day I was leaving Sydney that I'd come back a different person, that I'd come back completely changed and different, and I just kind of laughed and said, I'm going for 2 weeks. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Oh my God, this is exactly where I want to be. This is exactly where I want to be. Driving into the middle of the desert, have no idea what's ahead of me on that road, and I don't know, it's all happened pretty quickly and here I am.
Painting that cocky story. That cocky story? Oh, wow. Your cockalala.
I've been born in Joania.
Yep.
My.
You were born at this rock hole?
Oh,
that's amazing.
Glenys Wilkins is one of Bill Whiskey's closest friends. They're brother and sister in Aboriginal skinway.
Bill Whiskey is one of the last of his kind to still be here and living. In the 20 years I've lived here, I've seen many similar to Bill that have been amazing old men that lived in the bush before whitefellas. Unfortunately, they've all died. Bill is one of the last few men here.
Glenys is originally from Queensland. She moved here 20 years ago and instantly connected to the magic of this place and its people.
In his paintings you see lines, and some of them are where they used to go to hunt to rock holes, and others are where he said he used to play as a youngster. So like you're getting, in the paintings you're getting his whole life story.
They work together here in Amandarungal, Mount Liebig community. It's Watiawanu country.
White Australians would have no idea as to when you leave Alice Springs, north, south, east or west, and take off, they would have no idea as to, you could be driving into another country. They have no idea what is within their own country, what culture is still actually out here, what tribal things are still happening. What about these
Glenys is one of those amazing, once met, never forget kind of human beings. It was Glenys who invited me out here to capture that old man's story. And together we saw things we never dreamed possible. The story really begins the day we hit the road out of Watiawanu country. At 90 years old, Bill Whiskey was leaving his desert country for the very first time. It was one of the most significant days of his life. But at that time, I didn't quite understand why.
Ngayo ngorbang nyanga ngora jalan ngayo goya bala jang ngora ngayo kui janam ngora
And you heard this story? All that desert mob, they talk about this dreaming here? About the dog dreaming, eh? Right through. So you can't get out? You what? Can you get out, Jabal Joey? We leave it. There's no way I could coax one of them out of that car right now for any reason in this world. So for them, this dreaming is so scary and it's so real that they're not taking any chances.
Nothing to me.
Nothing?
Nothing to do.
You got nothing to do with this country?
Yeah.
No.
And right then and there, as we drove away from that dangerous dingo dreaming, I realised I didn't know the first thing about my own backyard.
Just keep the water up to him, Kathleen. Let him sip on them.
Some people leave their country when they go out to the city, they get sick, get homesick.
What's wrong with him? His legs. Open one of them windows, let a bit of air in when we're driving along. Stretch his legs out, let him lay down a bit.
When my father was on the car going to town when he got sick because he leave his country.
This powerful old healer's dreamtime reality is about to be shaken up again. Up until now, the ocean was a story passed across the land.
For Bill to leave red dirt, sandhills, you couldn't explain to Bill what the big salt water looked like. We probably cannot imagine what he was feeling like to actually see it for the first time.
Sí, pulcale capedina.
Kaya nyangona ora banyangare nyakato. Palo nyano palo langona wajer bakan. Pada nyena kare. Warna bekato anu ngare nyangamadu. Kabe benyolo ngare kato. Ora nyarawi. Belkai nyangawan. Ala nang. Pampa kanyara nyara ngoro ngara nang bas. Ala jogo.
For me to see this world through Bill Whiskey's eyes is impossible. The more time I spend with Bill Whiskey, the more different I realise we are. I smiled. He couldn't have been more perfect. This old, handsome black fella with a white beard and beautiful big eyes full of 1,000 stories. I had no idea that this face and this man was about to teach me more about myself than I could ever imagine.
Yo iya, iya, ngayon ngolo dengan.